Good evening. What you're about to see changed every economy on this planet. We're going back to September 15th, 2008, the day a 158 years old bank died in a single morning. Hi there, I'm Volky, and this is Volky Econ 1 channel. Stay with us, because this story is about your money too. Imagine you wake up one Monday morning. You check your phone. The stock market is in freefall. Your 401k just lost 40% overnight. Your neighbor lost his job. Your local bank is on the news. You don't know it yet, but a single company just blew up the entire global financial system. That company was Lehman Brothers, and their mistake? It started way before that Monday. This is the story of how $639 billion in assets became the most dangerous number in history. Lehman Brothers wasn't some fly-by-night startup. They were founded in 1844. Older than the light bulb, older than the telephone. They survived the Great Depression. 2 world wars. The dot-com crash. For over 150 years, they were considered literally untouchable. So what broke them? Greed dressed up in math nobody understood. Let's get into it.
Volky bro, I gotta be real with me. I've heard Lehman Brothers like 100 times. What actually were they?
Great question. Picture a massive investment bank. They don't take your deposits like Chase does. They make money by trading assets, packaging loans, and selling them to investors worldwide.
So like, how should I say that? Are they like high-stakes Monopoly?
Exactly. Except in 2008, someone flipped the board. Lehman was the 4th largest investment bank in America. We're talking $639 billion in assets. And they gambled it all on one thing: housing.
Oh God. Wait, bro, you said housing? Like houses?
Houses. Mortgages. Especially bad mortgages. Given to people who had zero chance of paying them back. And Lehman Brothers was holding the bag when it all collapsed. Stick with us, it gets really wild. The setup: how greed built a house of cards. Here's what you need to understand about America in the early 2000s. Everyone wanted to own a home. Banks wanted to give everyone a mortgage. Wall Street wanted to profit from those mortgages. This created what economists call a subprime mortgage bubble. Banks started giving home loans to people with no income, no jobs, and no assets. These were literally called ninja loans: no income, no job, no assets. And Lehman Brothers was right in the middle of this insanity. They didn't just sell these mortgages. They bought up entire mortgage companies. They packaged thousands of these risky loans into products called CDOs, collateralized debt obligations. Think of a CDO like a smoothie made of garbage, but labeled as a health drink. Rating agencies like Moody, C and S&P gave these toxic products AAA ratings, the highest possible. Why? Because they were paid by the same banks creating them. This is what regulators missed. This is what nobody was supposed to talk about. By 2008, Lehman held $85 billion in real estate exposure alone. When housing prices started to fall, everything fell with them. The a charrier. When the walls started shaking. By early 2008, cracks were already showing. In March 2008, Bear Stearns, another massive Wall Street bank, nearly collapsed. The Federal Reserve stepped in and arranged a rescue by JP Morgan Chase for $29 billion. The message Wall Street took from this: the government will save us. We're too big to fail. Lehman executives watched Bear Stearns get bailed out and kept doubling down. In June 2008, Lehman posted their first quarterly loss in 14 years, $2.8 billion. Their stock lost 77% of its value that summer. Talks began. South Korea's development bank tried to buy them. That fell apart. Barclays from the UK showed interest. The Bank of England blocked the deal. Bank of America walked away. Nobody wanted to touch Lehman's toxic portfolio. By Friday, September 12, 2008, Lehman's fate was essentially sealed. On Sunday, employees arrived at headquarters to clean out their offices. The government refused to step in this time.
Hold up, so the government just, man, did they let them die? After saving Bear Stearns 6 months earlier, is it real?
Exactly. And that inconsistency is what caused the real panic. Markets, as always, run on expectations. When Lehman Brothers filed for bankruptcy on September 15, 2008, it wasn't just a bank failing.
It was like, what I understand that everyone realizing the rules could change at any time.
Boom, buddy. You got it. Overnight, banks stopped trusting each other, lending froze. $144 billion was pulled from money market funds in a single day, basically a digital bank run.
No way, that's really insane. So like SVB in 2023, but way bigger?
Great parallel. SVB's bank run was $42 billion in one day and almost broke the system. Lehman's Ripple wiped out $10 trillion in global stock market value. Different scale, same panic psychology. The fall, September 15, 2008. Monday, September 15, 2008, 1:45 a.m. Lehman Brothers Holdings filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. $613 billion in debt. $639 billion in assets, the largest bankruptcy in United States history. When markets opened that morning, the Dow Jones dropped 504 points, the worst single-day loss since 9/11. 25,000 employees lost their jobs that day. Just like that. Within 48 hours, the Federal Reserve had to bail out AIG, the country's largest insurer, for $85 billion. The next week, investors pulled $144 billion from money market funds in a single day. Banks stopped lending to each other. The entire credit system froze. By March 2009, the Dow had lost 53% of its peak value, hitting 6,594. 8.8 million Americans lost their jobs. Millions more lost their homes. The global economy lost an estimated $10 trillion in market value. Meanwhile, Lehman's CEO Richard Fuld walked away with $300 million in compensation. Congress grilled him on live television. He barely flinched. The ripple, how it hit the world. This wasn't just an American problem. The Lehman collapse triggered debt crises in Ireland, Spain, Greece, Portugal, and Cyprus. In the UK, the government had to nationalize major banks. Iceland. BS' entire banking system basically collapsed. The whole country went bankrupt. In 2009, General Motors and Chrysler filed for bankruptcy. The US government launched a $700 billion bailout called TARP, Troubled Asset Relief Program. Taxpayers funded the rescue of the very banks that caused the crash. The Dodd-Frank Act was passed in 2010 to prevent it from happening again. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Similar warning signs are still flashing today. What has changed? Modern parallels. Fast forward to March 2023, Silicon Valley Bank collapses in 48 hours. Depositors pulled $42 billion in a single day, the fastest bank run in banking history. The difference? SVB's bank run happened via Twitter, iPhones, and Slack messages. In 2008, panic took weeks to spread. In 2023, it took hours. The FDIC stepped in within 72 hours and guaranteed all deposits. Crisis averted. But this shows us one thing. The pattern hasn't changed. Only the speed has. Banks still take risks. Regulations still lag. Panic still spreads fast. Same psychology, different wrapper. Greed, leverage, and zero transparency. The financial system is only as stable as the trust holding it together. And trust, once broken, can collapse faster than any building.
Okay, so let me make sure I've got this right. A 158-year-old bank, $639 billion in assets, gone in one morning because they bet everything on bad mortgages?
That's the simplified version, but the real lesson is about leverage. Lehman was borrowing $30 for every $1 they actually owned. One bad bet and the entire structure collapses.
That sounds like crypto Twitter in 2022, honestly.
Exactly. FTX, 3AC, Celsius, all used extreme leverage. All collapsed when confidence evaporated. These patterns repeat. The names change. The behavior doesn't.
So what's the takeaway for someone like me? What should I actually do?
Understand what your money is sitting in. Don't chase insane yields. They're always hiding insane risks. And remember, When something seems too stable to fail, that's usually when you should start asking questions. Finally, here's what Lehman Brothers left us with. When a system gets too complex for anyone to understand, that's a warning sign. When the people selling a product also control its rating, that's a warning sign. When someone tells you leverage has no downside, run. The financial system wasn't fixed after 2008, it was patched. SVB proved that. FTX proved that. And history has a way of proving it again. Know where your money is. Ask questions nobody wants to answer. If you like this video, please subscribe, then hit us a like and drop a comment to the video. Then we will share our ideas about why it has been happened. Thanks for your kind time to watch us. And speed the upcoming videos sooner. Keep in touch.